All right, so we are continuing with chapter 6. Today we are working on multiplying polynomials day 2. So our schedule is kind of a little off. Again, thanks for working with me. That quiz that you took yesterday is not graded yet. But today is a continuation of the notes we started the day before the quiz. So that day 10 homework that we just checked, that'll go right along with today. We're doing day 11. Tomorrow we're taking notes again, so just kind of be prepared. With the snow days lately, we just kind of have to power through a couple days of notes here. So we are going to continue with that multiplying polynomials idea. Here is our first example. Everyone know where we are in the notes? Okay. So how would I start a problem like this? You distribute. So when we have a monomial, one term, being multiplied by a polynomial in parentheses, we just distribute. If you want to put a 1 here to help you out, you can. It's not really necessary. But when I multiply each term, when I multiply by the first term, I still have the 3. How many A's?
3.
A to the third, B to the second. Good. You got to follow those rules for multiplying with exponents as well. Okay? Then a minus. There's no coefficient on either of them, so you don't need a number up front on this term. A to the third, B to the third. Good. Minus A to the second, B to the fourth. Good. Raise your hand if you have any questions. All right, here's number 2. All right, how do I start this one? Distribute what?
7.
The 7 first. What's 7 times 7? 49. What's 7 times minus 2x?
Negative 14.
Good. Then what?
That's not exciting.
Plus 14.
Then distribute the 2x, so plus 14x minus 4x to the second. Good. Now what happens in the middle? Yeah. That gives us a 0x, so we can just get rid of it. And 49 minus 4x squared. A little bit. Questions? All right, here is number 3. All right, how should I start this one? Distribute. So 3x times 5x is 15x squared. 3x times 2 is plus 6x. All right, negative 5 times 5x is minus 25x. And then negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Good. Then what? Yeah, we've got some like terms in the middle here. So 15x squared. What is positive 6x minus 25x? Negative 19x. And then we still have the minus 10. What? Write it out. What does it mean to write it out? Yes, you cannot just take everything to the second power. That doesn't work because of the plus sign, okay? What we have to do is write everything out this many times. Then we double distribute like we did on the last one. So x to the third times x to the third is x to the sixth. Good. X to the third times y to the third is just that, x to the third, y to the third. Do it again. Y to the third, x to the third, or x to the third, y to the third. And then in the back, what do we end up with? Y to the sixth. Good. Now, these are like terms, right? So what do I have in my middle term? Nope, you don't add those exponents. What do you do with them? Well, I have one here and one here, so that's... I got x to the 6 because I multiplied this and this. X to the third times x to the third is x to the 6th. Now, those middle terms I got from 3x times, x to the third times y to the third, and y to the third times x to the third. So the outside terms and the inside terms. Now, those have the same variables with the same exponents. So how can I add them? Any thoughts? Thank you. Any thoughts at all?
You know what? Hey, Friday come.
Did you already say adding and multiplying? No.
No,
what
I always understand.
I thought you would.
You know, they was like, you call somebody on in the front.
I mean, y'all say something.
Do we get a call? Can I get a call?
Say it louder.
2x to the
Yes, you just
See, this is what we get when y'all.
you just add like terms. 1 plus 1.
That's why she put that little dash right there.
Yeah.
Put that what?
1 plus 1 is 2, guys.
I just seen red lines. I'm gonna change to the one.
There you go. When the variables and the exponents are the same, even if one is xy and one's yx, I wrote them out of order like that on purpose to show you these are still like terms. You just add the coefficients. You do not change the exponents at all.
Why couldn't we put 2 y to the 30? Then x to the 30.
What? You talking about why we couldn't put the
Because you gotta go
X ones back?
alphabetical.
Like the Y
Yeah,
first
you gotta
and
put
then
the
X.
the x and y.
Oh, we typically just go in alphabetical order
So X,
Oh,
Y.
typically.
so that we all have a uniform way of writing it. All right, other questions on number 4? Hopefully the most painful problem of today's lesson. All right, here's number 5.
Real funny.
All right, what should I do? Distribute. What is 3m times 4m? 12m squared. Good. What is 3m times negative 3n? Minus 9. You multiply the 3 and the 3, and then the m and the n just stay m and n. All right. What is 5n times 4m? 20mn. Good. What is 5n times a negative 3n? Negative 15n squared. Good. Now what?
Include those like terms.
Yeah, we got some like terms in the middle.
11. Negative 11.
These positive though?
Yeah, it's positive. Probably.
Good. What are your questions on this one? All right, you guys, the side convos, like we shouldn't have to break in between each question so you guys can make your jokes, okay? Let's just keep it moving. Number 6. How do I start this? Distribute. 3a squared times 3a squared.
9a to the 4.
Good. 3a squared times negative 1. Negative 3a squared. Good. Plus 3a squared. Minus 1.
So 9a to the
Those are gone.
minus 1.
Perfect. Questions? All right. Number 7. All right, how should we start this one? Distribute to all 3. So I'm going to distribute the 3a to all 3.
3 to the 3rd.
So 3a to the 3rd plus 36a squared minus 3a. Good. Then what? Good. So plus 4a to the 2nd
Plus 48a
plus 48a minus 4. All right, now we're going to go in descending order for the exponents when we combine like terms. So start with the biggest exponent. Okay? Next we'll do the a squareds. There are a couple spots where I see a squareds.
48a squared.
Good.
45a.
Good. Good. The 4 is negative because I multiplied it by a negative 1. All right, what are your questions? Are we good?
Yep.
All right, here's number 8. It's a fun one.
Excuse me.
All right. The way we do this is the same. We just keep distributing till basically everything multiplies by everything else. So I'm going to start up front. X times x is x to the 2nd. X times negative 4 is minus 4x. 1 times x plus 1x. And 1 times negative 4 is minus 4. Now, I'm not going to deal with this guy until I've totally taken care of the first 2. Okay? So we're doing this guy and this guy right now. Once we're all squared away, we'll throw in the x plus 7. You don't want to do it all at once because you'll just have like a ridiculous number of like terms and more than you need, okay? So we can combine these two.
X to the 2nd minus 3x minus 4.
Good. All right, now I'm going to throw in that x plus 7. If you want to write the x plus 7 in the front, so it looks kind of like the last problem we did, you can. But you could actually do the same process here. We're going to distribute the x squared to every term, then the minus 3x to every term, then the minus 4. You're either distributing 2 terms to 3 terms or 3 terms to 2 terms. It's the same thing. I'm just going to keep it in the order they gave it to me. So x squared times x is what? X to the third. Good. Plus, what's x squared times 7? Good. Okay? Now, same thing with the negative 3x. What is negative 3x times x? Negative 3x squared. What is negative 3x times 7? Minus 21x. And then the last one is minus 4x minus 28. Have I lost anyone? All right, so again, we'll go in descending order. I am gonna take it up here. I feel like I'm getting a little low for some people in the back. All right, so x to the third has nobody. Then we have these. So plus what? Careful, the 3 is negative. So 4x squared.
You can do negative 21 and negative 4x, but you get
Negative 25x minus 28. Good. Questions? All right. Whoa. What do you think I'm going to do to start this one?
You gotta write it 3 times.
You got to write it 3 times. X plus 3 and x plus 3 and x plus 3.
But you only do 2.
But yeah, we're going to do 2 of them. Simplify as much as we can. Throw the other one in the mix. Either way, you basically distribute everything to everything else. All right, so we get an x squared. We get a plus 3x. We get a plus another 3x, right? And then a plus a 9. All right, does anyone like when the one with 2 terms is in the front?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't do it on the last one, but I will do it on this one. I'm just gonna rewrite it just to show you that that's an option too. So instead of distributing 3 terms, you're only distributing 2 terms, but you're distributing it 1 extra time, if that makes sense. All right, so x times x squared is? X times 6x is? Good, and x times 9? 9x, perfect.
Plus 3x
Plus 3x squared
squared. Plus 18x.
plus 18x
Plus 27.
plus 27. Now, if you did not rewrite it, if you left the trinomial times the binomial, you should end up with all of these terms. They'll just be in a little bit different order. But when we combine them and write them in descending order with our exponents, you should be good.
X to the third plus 9x squared plus 27 plus 27.
Good. All right. Number 10. Whoa. A trinomial
With a trinomial.
times a trinomial.
Okay, right?
It's the same, right?
Yeah, same process. That's why when you guys had FOIL yesterday, I was like, because once you get into FOIL, it only works binomial times binomial. We've got lots of different options, okay? So, same idea. We're going to distribute the x squared. What do we get?
X to the 4 plus 2x to the cube.
Well, X to the second.
Good.
Negative 2 minus 2 to the third.
Good.
Minus 4x
To the second.
to the
Good.
minus 2x.
Perfect. Okay. We got one more.
3x squared.
3x something.
Squared. More than 3x squared.
So you can see my writing got a lot smaller at the end because you do kind of run out of space here. There is always scratch paper up in the front of my room. It's usually old worksheets, so one side's the worksheets, one side is blank paper. If you get into a problem like this and you wish you just had more space, grab one of those, okay? All right. The good news is we're already to the combined like term step.
X to the 4th.
So x to the 4th. All right, so we have 2x to the 3rd minus 2x to the 3rd. So those are gone, right? Okay. Now I have an x to the 2nd and a negative 4x to the 2nd and a plus 3x to the 2nd.
That cancel out? Because it'd be negative 3.
So it'd be, yeah, those will be gone, right?
Yeah.
X squared minus 4x squared would be negative 3x squared plus 3x squared. Okay, those are gone.
Plus 4x.
So to my x's, I have a negative 2x and a plus 6x. So plus 4x. And then just plus 3. Wow, that's kind of nice. Interesting.
That's not how you drive cars.
All right, questions? All right, here's number 11. All right, so since there's an equal sign, that means we actually have to find the value of x. When there's no equal sign, you're just sort of simplifying and combining as much as you can. When you see an equal sign, you're usually going to end up with x equals a number. That's the goal, hopefully. All right, so 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times minus 2, negative 8x. All right, plus 1x and a minus 2.
Equals
Equals
4x
4x squared
squared plus 6x
plus 6x
minus 6x
minus 6x
minus 9.
minus 9.
And then the 4x squares cancel out.
Okay, so you can already probably see that when I go to subtract these, right, they're going to go away. If you want to do those now, since it was already noted by the class, I can go ahead and do that. What I'm going to do, though, at the same time is combine like terms. So that's going to be negative 7x minus 2 equals just negative 9. Good. All right, this is turning out a little neater than I had anticipated because negative 7x equals negative 7.
X equals.
And x equals positive 1. Good. All right, one problem left and then a worksheet. Yowzas. I'm going to do something crazy. Are you ready? I'm going to add brackets. So what that means is that I'm going to simplify this whole thing, and then I'm going to subtract the whole thing. Okay? So, x times x.
X squared.
If someone says x times x is 2x, they're going to have to leave.
Alright, get up, Colin.
What is x times x?
X squared.
Thank you.
I've been saying that.
You can stay. All right. That's plus a 7x minus 3x minus 21. I just double distributed those first two terms. Terms. Then I'm going to put the minus.
Brackets.
Then I'm going to put the brackets. X squared plus 5x plus 1x plus 5 brackets. I hate when people open a bracket and they forget to close it. Am I right?
It's like when your mom walk in your room and you try to close the door because she don't close it.
Exactly. If you're going to open it, you got to close it. Okay. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I'm ready. You were very into the combining like terms and I was ignoring your suggestion. All right, so I have an x squared. I have a plus 4x. I have a minus 21. Minus bracket.
X squared.
Plus 6.
Bracket. Okay. Now, why is this significant? Why do I keep putting such emphasis on these brackets? Yeah, I am not just subtracting the x squared. I am subtracting the x squared and the 6x and the 5. That whole back trinomial, which used to be two binomials, is being subtracted from that first trinomial. So I'm going to rewrite it all. Minus x squared, minus 6x, minus 5. And if those were subtraction signs in the brackets, then they would become plus signs, okay? This guy changes all the signs in the brackets. All right, now the good news. X squared minus x squared. Nothing.
So negative 2x
minus 26.
Equals 0.
plus 26.
Good.
Which is 13.
By negative 2.
Negative 13.
Good job.
Today we learned.
Oh.
You said it right there.
Today we learned.
It's more like today we reviewed.
Why do y'all about to learn? About.
Today we learned about.
What we learned about?
How about today we learned more? Polynomials. So yes, we started multiplying polynomials on Tuesday. So as it was brought up, we didn't really learn anything new. We just learned more of it. All right? Here comes your homework.